Hello, this is a presentation about how to write your Gherkin scenarios and how to make them more durable. My name is Gijs Paulides, I'm working at spriteCloud. We're a company that does all sorts of testing, security testing, performance testing, load testing, functional testing, and what I do is test automation. So let's start with the presentation. First of all, a short note about what the Gherkin is. It's a readable language to define your test cases, most commonly used for test automation or to define business cases of a new feature or functionality in a system, or used by functional testers to define their regression tests. So, first off, how do we start writing a scenario? Over here I've created an example and I started off with writing down what I want to confirm, what I want to make sure that works. So the thing that I want to see working is the thank you for ordering message in the end. So once you know what you want to get tested, you start writing down what happens before that final message displays or that final thing that you want to test. So in this case, I've written down a whole bunch of steps until you see the thank you for ordering message. Please note that this left side is a terrible way to use Gherkin codes. This is because there is a whole list of actions and there's no definition there of what makes that action successful. It says, for example, I search for chair, I click on add to basket, but it doesn't say when it is when it has successfully first searched for chair or when it has successfully been added to the chair. So every action should have a check what makes it successful, so that other people that read the Gherkin scripts understand, okay, this is successful when I do that, or when I see that, or whatever goes on. So let's start off with changing this left side, the plan, into more reusable Gherkin codes. There we go. The first scenario we want to write is searching a product. So the user is on the home page. When the user searches for chair, the chair product page should display. So here you see that there's a confirmation on what makes the search successful. Once we have created that scenario, we continue to the next one, which is adding a product to the basket. Here you see that first there is a precondition step that says the user is on product chair. And that step actually refers to the previous scenario that we have created with searching for a chair. After the precondition step, we continue with an action where the user clicks on the add to basket button and we confirm that it was successful by checking that the product is in the basket, which repeats the two steps that you see on the left side of the page. So you probably will already see where this is going to. We keep on repeating previous scenarios in our precondition, and then we continue on having one action to execute and a confirmation what made that action successful. So in this case, given product chair is in the shopping basket, which repeats the last scenario, which repeats the scenario before that. And after that, the user clicks on go to payment and then the payment page should display. And then we go on to the last scenario where the user is on the payment page with the product chair. When the user submits valid payment information, which you will notice on the left side includes quite a lot of steps, like selecting bank account, selecting other payment options, or whatever things, but Gherkin script is not about all the steps or all the clicks or all the actions that you do. It's about that when somebody reads it, that user understands the general idea of what's going on in the background or what's what they have to execute. Then the thank you for ordering message should display in the end. So what you should always try to do with all your scenarios is that in the end you want some sort of a family tree, where everything is connected, so that from every action you know what it makes it successful, and everything before that, and everything before that. So in the end, you have a whole system of scenarios that refer to each other. But from every scenario, you can also branch off to a different scenario. For example, what we have right here in the end, we fill in successful payment information, but if we want to make a new scenario where we use an invalid bank account, all we have to do is say, given the user is on the payment page with product share, when the user submits invalid payment information, then a warning message should display. So hopefully you will see that even though creating scenarios like this is an investment in the beginning, putting in some extra time, in the end you will save a lot of time with it, because it's easier to branch off to different scenarios and make more test cases. So that's it for this presentation. Hopefully it was useful for you. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below, and we'll try to answer them for you. Thanks for watching.